who's doing making the glass.
She can call me Wes out here. When we get home, I expect Dad when we get back home.
Oh.
Good job, man.
What he's doing now, he's heating up the blowpipe to make it warmer so he can get his first glass, heat it up so he can use it to start making his piece. He will be making a mug today.
That's the plan. That's the plan, big mug.
What he's doing now, he's going to go to the marble. He's going to let the pattern out so he can go in and use it so he can start working on it. The furnace is about 900 degrees. We always have it warm up before we start it, and that's turned into the refrigerator, put it that way. That's the actual name. That's where all the pieces go once they get made.
I'm going to bring this around and just show you.
Do not touch it if it's really hot. It might feel warm. Do not feel encouraged to touch it because it's really hot. It will burn.
Yeah. Just resist that urge to reach out there and grab that.
I have no words.
I can't get all the way out there, guys, but there you go.
Now what he's doing is going to go back in.
Let it stabilize a little bit.
He's going to stabilize it so it can cool down so he can go back in and grab a second round of glass to start. And what he's doing now, he's going to the bottom of the furnace to grab the glass at the bottom so he can grab it. So what he's going now he's just doing the measuring thing. I can't think of the measuring?
The block.
Block. He's doing the block so he can flatten it out and get into the shape he wants to use for the mug. What he's now doing is blowing it so it's go out into a bubble. Now he's coming down the workbench using the jacks to shape it out a little bit, to stretch it out. Now he's blowing it to enlarge the bubble. He's using the jacks again to make a little indent at the bottom of on the glass.
Stabilize a little bit, and then we're going to heat it up and go into the mold.
What he's doing now is letting it stabilize so he can go back in the furnace to do a second gather glass.
I'm going to heat it. And
heat it.
I got enough glass now.
And then start working on it. Now he's in the furnace to start working on it. Now he's doing the optic mold to blow it to put some shape futures on it. Now he come back to the workbench to use the jacks to start working on it. Now he's using the
paddle.
Good
morning. Good morning, good morning.
To pull it down
Thank you.
and start shaping the top to open it so you can start working in the middle, inside of it, to shape it up like a mug. What he's making? A mug. If you guys weren't here when we started, he's making a mug with a handle on it, so he is not sure what the colors are going to be like. We're going to see when it gets done. The jacks,
Yep, the jacks, right? Good job.
The jacks and the paddle to cool it down. Using what he uses the jacks.
Yeah.
The jacks.
No lily
What
paddle.
he used the jacks was to open up at the top. At the top, when you see it, when it's facing you, look up where the glass is. You'll see a little opening, and that's where the opening will be like a mug, like right there. That's it. And like that's where the use the jack to open that up so it can be like a mug.
I'm gonna put the foot on it.
Now he's going to be working on the foot, which is Frank has to go in the furnace and grab a hot piece of glass to Wes can start making the foot on the mug. The foot is basically the foundation where the mug sits on. So it's a little foundation. You always gotta make sure what's also doing, Wes is also making sure he gets enough measuring glass that he wants for the foot. And now what Wes is doing is putting his hot glass on there with the help of Frank, let him know when it's on there straight. And what my dad is doing now, see how he put it back up when he got the lid on there? So now he's going back in the furnace to make sure it's all together. Now Wes is coming back to the workbench to use the tweezer.
Crimp the foot. Crimp the foot.
Crimp the foot so it stays on the
Little added decoration.
the add little decoration look so it looks fancy when it's on the table.
Oh, fancy.
After this, after he goes in the furnace, my Frank over here will go up here on the tunnel rod, put that up in the furnace, so like Wes here can go and attach this to the tunnel rod, so he can start working on the top, so he can open it up and work more on the top right now. And work on other, like making the mug. This will be the last of the things before he's finished. He'll use the handle, he'll use that glass to the handle. To me, the handle's like the funnest. What Wes was just saying, he's going to flash it, then he's going to take the tunnel rod and attach it. That's really fun, which is really interesting to watch. If you've never seen it before, you'll see it today. If you've been here before. What Frank is doing now, he's running it against the marble and make sure it's all right. And usually you'll see them come over here and put it against the workbench to flatten it out so it works on there. Now what they're doing is attaching, that's what I was talking about, how they put it on there to test it out. Now they're gonna put it on there, attach it, and he's gonna attach a little pressure on it to tense it so it easily breaks off the file with water so it makes a crack in it. It will not affect the piece itself, but if you watch like that, I got that. And now he's going to look on the top, open it and make it look like a mug.